everybody, and welcome to Wheeling Island Stadium, the site of the West Virginia High School Football Championship Super 6, brought to you by Charleston Town Center and Suddenlink Communications. Hello, everybody. I'm Scott Roberts. Joining us in just a smidge will be Ron Cook. We're going to preview the AA tilt between Bluefield and Wayne. That's coming up in just a moment for the United States Marine Corps pregame show. Stick and stay. Welcome back, everybody, to Wheeling Island Stadium and the U.S. Marine Corps pregame show here on Network West Virginia. I'm Scott Roberts. Joining me now is Ron Cook. Now, Ron, it's a little chilly out here, but the Bluefield Beavers are looking to heat things up. They are looking for their third state championship in this decade alone. Should be a good one.
Yeah, it should. And what a great way to round out the decade. We've got the two dominant teams in AA playing in the state championship here tonight. You talk about Bluefield. They just classic offense. They got speed back. Marcus Patterson, he can catch the ball, he can run with the ball. They've got the hammer, Jake Lilly. If you need those tough yards inside, he's going to get them for you. If they need to throw the ball, they can do that too. They got a good quarterback in Levi Beckett.
And Jake Lilly, actually, I mean, this kid is all over the place. He leads the world in tackles. That's what his coach told me. He's a great defensive player. He's up for some defensive awards. He also played a little quarterback when Beckett went down early in the season. So he really is Mr. Everything for the Beavers.
Yeah, he really is. And, you know, you look, when teams get to this, to the championship game, they didn't do it just by offense. They didn't do it just by defense. They've got a well-rounded team. And another thing they throw in there, Marcus Patterson, yeah, he can run with the ball, he can catch the ball, he can return punts. We saw him earlier in the season against Princeton with a big punt return for a touchdown. They were a little sluggish in the first half against Magnolia. Marcus Patterson, punt return for a touchdown, got the Bluefield Beavers rolling.
Yeah, they're really going to have to watch, Wayne's going to have to watch Patterson and Lilly, among others, at Bluefield. So this shapes up to be a great ball game. Coming up next, we're going to talk about the Wayne Pioneers. They're no stranger to Wheeling Island Stadium and playoff football. That's coming up next on the United States Marine Corps pregame show. Welcome back, everybody, to our championship high school football coverage here at Wheeling Island Stadium. And the guys right behind us, Ron, are no stranger to Wheeling Island in Super 6 football. That's the Wayne Pioneers. They took home a title in 2007.
Yeah, and they did it against their cross-county rival, Tulsa. And earlier in the decade, 2004, they lost to the same Bluefield team. Now, the kids on the team now don't, they were just in junior high or grade school at that time. Coaching staff remembers, though. Coach Tom Harmon, he remembers that 2004 game. You know they want to come in and play well tonight.
Now, the Wayne Pioneers, they win a lot of games, and they do it pretty much one way. They do it on the ground.
Yeah, Corey Dameron, he's their lead back. 1,500 yards on the season, averaging almost 7 yards a carry. But you can't really key on him because as soon as you do, Clyde Farrell, with a good game, could go over 1,000 yards on the season. Jake Barr, big fullback, averages almost 8 yards a carry. So they can get you just about anyway. And then Adam Frazier, their quarterback, yeah, he can run the ball too. They love to run the ball at Wayne.
Well, we're going to love watching them. We got two teams who win a lot of state championships, and we got that action coming up next with me, Scott Roberts, and the dulcet tones of Ron Cook. That's all coming up. This has been the United States Marine Corps pregame show. We'll be back in a minute.
The West Virginia High School Football Super 6 Championship games on Network West Virginia are being brought to you by Charleston Town Center and Suddenlink Communications. Welcome back to Wheeling Island Stadium. Ron Cook along with Scott Roberts. Let's take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Charleston Tire.
Let's start with the Bluefield Beavers. Let's start on the offensive line. You've got John Gibson at left tackle, followed by Keith Ferguson, Corey Sadler under center, Parker Purdue, and Brenton Brooks. The tight end is Trey Williams. Wideouts, Damian Price and Marcus Patterson, the ever-dangerous Marcus Patterson. In the backfield, Brad Fox playing at fullback, Jake Lilly, everything at running back, and quarterback Levi Beckett will be calling the signals and pulling the trigger. Take a look at the Beaver defense. Along the line, it's Brenton Brooks, Keith Ferguson, R.J. Burford, Jake Lilly at linebacker, Alex Morris, Trey Williams, Brad Fox, and Matt Riggs, all at the linebacker position. Marcus Patterson, Brian Steptoe, and Damian Price in the defensive backfield.
Let's take a look at the Wayne Pioneers starting lineups, brought to you by Charleston Tire. On offense for the Pioneers, across the front line, Justin Ruggles, Adam Thacker, Abe Stevens, Garrett Rowe, Mike Davis, Chase Perry will be the tight end. Seth Merritt, wide receiver. Along Corey Damon will be our wingback, along with Jake Barr, Clyde Farrell, the fullback. Quarterback will be Adam Frazier. On defense for the Pioneers, across the front line, Adam Frazier, Mike Davis, Garrett Rowe in the middle, Justin Ruggles, Adam Thacker. Linebackers, Chase Perry and Corey Gilkerson. Defensive backfield, Randall Elliott, Derek White, Seth Merritt, and free safety, Austin Mills. That'll wrap up the Charleston Tire starting lineup for tonight's ball game. Captains are meeting at midfield, looking at the coin flip. Tonight's replay in the first half will be brought to you by the Heritage Truck Center, full service medium to heavy duty commercial trucks, truck dealership offering parts and service. Wayne won the toss. They have deferred, so Bluefield will start the game out on offense. Scott, you look at tonight's game. Teams come in. Wayne, number one, undefeated. Bluefield has lost 2 games, but boy, the strength of their schedule has just really been tough. They come in ranked number 6, but probably you look at their strength of schedule and that moves them up a little bit. No surprise they're here tonight.
Yeah, Bluefield always plays a really, really tough schedule. They play some out-of-state teams, which are very tough. Clash of the Titans here in AA. Bluefield's won 2 state titles in this decade, as this decade is coming to an end. Wayne has won 1 state title. So, a lot of experience for the program, maybe not the individual players so much, but a lot of program experience in these big games up here in Wheeling. What an atmosphere. Wayne traveled extremely well there on the home sideline, and Bluefield, they've got a pretty good crowd themselves.
Really good crowd here tonight for the AA matchup. Temperature's cold, but we're better than last year because no snow. Let's keep the snow away. We can live with the cold.
Yeah, it's a little chilly, but it's actually good football weather.
Yeah.
It's crisp. I think it's like high 30s. A little chilly for me anyway.
Alan Bryant will do the kicking for the Pioneers. Deep for Bluefield will be Marcus Patterson. Kick down the middle, be returned up the numbers, going to cut back into the middle of the field, finds an opening, all the way across the field, up the sideline, and great field position for Bluefield. That was Alex Morris on the return.
On the stop for the Pioneers.
But take a look at the replay. What a way to open a championship game, huh? Great kickoff return. Bluefield looking pretty solid here before they've even taken a snap. Great blocking. He followed the wall, as they call it. And that's good enough to start Bluefield in Wayne territory. Nice return right there.
Patterson in motion. Handoff is going to go right up the middle to Fox. Fox with a gain of 3 down to the 41-yard line.
Mikey Davis on the
see this
Pioneers of Wayne.
Bluefield or Wayne defense only giving up 13 points average per game through their first 13 games here in the season, including the playoffs.
Well, that'll get you a number 1 ranking.
Yeah.
Rating.
Beckett will keep it over the right side, still on his feet. Down to the 36-yard line. We're going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Beavers.
That was a nice fake by Beckett, but Wayne defenders stayed home and didn't totally bite. Kind of snuffed that one out before he could do real damage on it.
We can see him bringing Jake Lilly in motion across the formation. A couple of Pioneers going with him, expecting him to get the ball. Bluefield will go with a spread formation. Beckett out of the shotgun. And Jake Lilly will get the ball, and he is stacked right at the line of scrimmage. He is going nowhere. Matter of fact, he'll lose a yard on the carry.
The ball carrier, Jake Lilly.
What about that?
Fourth down.
Garrett Rowe just doing some damage. Lilly has no chance. Garrett Rowe and a couple of his teammates making life miserable for Mr. Lilly.
4th down and 4. Beckett back to punt.
Randall Elliott, Austin Mills, the deep backs.
End over end kick, hits it to 10, and a little bit of backspin. Patterson and Lilly back there. They're going to let it roll down to the 1 yard line.
Well,
Playing field position, and they played it well right there,
very
Scott.
well. Hey, Bluefield's pretty good on special teams first couple of plays, huh?
Yeah.
Nice return and a beautiful kick and coverage. So Wayne's, starting behind the 8 ball here, but see what they can do. Use that bruising running game of theirs, create some space.
Austin Mills brings the play in from the sideline.
Take over. It's 1st down and 10.
Well, you can see everybody's in the end zone except for the center's hand on the football. Back to pass, going to go up the sideline deep. And incomplete, was looking to go to Austin Mills.
Austin Mills falls
Adam
incomplete.
Frazier just shoots it over him a little bit.
Damian Price.
Watch here on the Heritage Truck Center's replay.
Frazier just threw up a rainbow. No one was going to get that. To be honest, I thought it might be picked off. It was thrown on the inside pretty much, but
Looks like it maybe should have been caught. Looked like
yeah, on the replay it does.
Yeah. So Wayne, as much as they like to run the ball, they come out first play trying to hit a home run. Handoff to Corey Dameron. And gets him some breathing room. Ball will nose the 5 yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down.
And that Bluefield D has definitely got their eyes on Dameron because he's the guy who does most of the damage on the ground. I think he's got like 1,600 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, he has been their horse in the backfield tonight. You know, we mentioned in the pregame they've got all 3 of their backs averaging over 6 yards a carry. Jake Barr almost 8 yards a carry. Frazier will keep the ball. He is stacked up, goes down at the 6 yard line. Will bring her up a punting situation for the Pioneers. So good choice, Coach Simon. 4th down and 4 decided to play field position. It's going to work out to his advantage.
Yeah, well, Bluefield's going to, for their second possession, should end up in the Wayne side of the field.
Seth Merritt will do the punting for the Pioneers. High punt angle towards the sideline and didn't give Patterson a chance to get his hands on the ball. But boy, Bluefield is going to have even better starting field position than they did on their last drive.
Wow, it's tough for a defense to continually be stopping people with field position like that.
Ball is going to be spotted at the 26 yard line.
That's like college overtime.
Yeah.
Start on the
plus
20.
1 yard.
They'll take over. Ball to 26.
Bluefield will come out in the wing tee. Damian Price will be the lone wideout to the right side of the formation. Fox the fullback. Patterson will get it on the misdirection over the right side. Tries to get to the outside. He is drugged down.
Marcus Patterson
by Merritt.
Seth Merritt in on the stop for the Pioneers of Wayne High School.
Yeah, that was just Merritt working off his block and making the tackle. It was a nice play.
Seth Merritt, strong safety, 5'11", 170-pound senior.
2nd down and 5.
Gain of 5 for Marcus Patterson. Lilly in motion. Handoff goes to Fox. He is hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
I believe that was Mikey Davis.
Mikey Davis
Yeah, I mean,
Stop for the Pioneers.
second series in a row, the big nose guard has just totally blocked traffic.
No gain on the play. Third down and 5. Yeah, Mikey Davis, big kid, 6'2", 262 pounds. Had a couple of nice plays here in the first quarter. Patterson in motion. Handoff go to Fox over the right side. He'll have a first down inside the 15-yard line. Ball came loose. The official says he was down. There'll be no fumble. Watch here on the Heritage Truck Center's replay.
Yeah, and you could credit the right side of the line, Parker Purdue and Brenton Brooks. They opened up a huge hole. I mean, that's just easy running right there for the first down.
Jake Lilly comes in and gets a nice block, too. Yeah, you can see Fox hit the ground. The ball squirted loose. Good call by the official. First down, ball right at the 15-yard line for the Beavers. Handoff to Lilly. He has some open space to the outside. Touchdown, Bluefield.
Ball carrier, Jake Lilly for the Beavers. Touchdown.
Jake Lilly, 15-yard touchdown run.
And take a look, it's Jake Lilly, a little misdirection there. The Wayne defense was going to the left, and here comes Lilly. Well, back to Lilly's coming to the left as you see him. Wayne defense was going to the right, and that's an easy score, untouched for Mr. Lilly.
Mariotti on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good. Bluefield draws first blood. 7-0 over the Wayne Pioneers. You're watching the AA State Championship on Network West Virginia. Welcome back to Wheeling Island Stadium. Ron Cook along with Scott Roberts. Last drive for Bluefield. 5 plays, 26 yards, 1 minute and 50 seconds, capped off by the 15-yard touchdown run by Jake Lilly. Short kick taken in by Frazier. Stays on his feet, out close to midfield, and you see he's got a little pooch kick, but they kicked it to Adam Frazier, pretty good runner, almost gets to midfield.
And the field position game now is switched toward Wayne. They're in good field position, starting position. If they move the ball at all, then that's going to switch the whole field position momentum to them. But it shows you Bluefield with 26-yard field, how tough it is to keep them out of the end zone, and that's why they've got an early lead.
Pioneer defense did their job on the first drive. The Bluefield started at their 44, but after that punt, put them way back at their goal line. 26 yards, couldn't keep them out of the end zone. Dameron with a carry. He is stacked up in the backfield. A loss of a yard. Tried a misdirection back over the right side.
Brad Fox in on that one.
Bluefield was not fooled.
Yeah, a bunch of guys got the Dameron on that one.
Actually, they're going to give him forward progress close to the original line of scrimmage. This will be second down and 10.
Second down and 10.
Wayne will go out of the I formation. Hand off to Barr, big fullback, big tailback. Gets out close to midfield.
Jake Barr.
Jake Barr, a junior, 6'2", 240 pounds. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Brenton Brooks.
The Bluefield D is fired up. They got the 3-man front and the 5 linebackers.
Well, you know, you look at the stats, you know, we mentioned in the pregame show, Wayne loves to run the ball, and they do it well. Dameron will dot the I. He'll get the handoff. Dives forward to the 45-yard line. He'll be a couple of yards short.
Corey Dameron.
Bring up 4th down now. Does Wayne play field position? They've got a short 4th down here.
In on the tackle for the Bluefield Beavers.
I would probably play field position. It looks like 3 yards.
Yeah, the ball's not quite to the 45-yard line. They've got to get beyond the 43.
Yeah, that's a long 4th down.
Seth Merritt is back to punt.
Seth Merritt.
See if they can play field position as well as Bluefield did. Merritt, nice high punt. Patterson calls for the fair catch. He drops the ball, but is right back on top of it. Nice punt by Seth Merritt.
That was real nice. Good hang time. Gave the Wayne wing guys time to get down there, and I think Patterson was looking at them. I could be wrong, but I think he was paying mind to where they were, took his eye off the ball, and thankfully for Bluefield, didn't cost him.
You know, even though you call for a fair catch, you can still feel those guys bearing down on you.
Oh, yeah.
Ball is spotted at the 8-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Beavers.
So now Bluefield is in the no mistake zone. They're going to spread things out. Beckett back the pass. Throws it to Jake Lilly, makes a nice move. Got a flag thrown on the play. He gets the 11-yard line. Lilly, Wayne had played that well. Lilly made a nice move in the backfield to get free.
Yeah, I was going to say Lilly made something out of nothing on that. Looked like it was kind of botched up in the beginning. Wayne got in the backfield and disrupted the pass initially.
Yeah.
He clutched it, then hit Lilly, who made a couple anyways.
All right, get the official call right here. Illegal procedure against Bluefield. So they take the penalty. It'll be half the distance to the goal. First down repeated. Or if they keep the play, it'll be 2nd down and 7. It'll actually be a 4-yard penalty. Balls move back to the 8-yard line, or 4-yard line. Half the distance to the goal. And we've got a timeout on the field taken by Bluefield.
Timeout Beavers.
We'll take 1-2. You're watching the AA State Championship game on Network West Virginia. Welcome back to Wheeling Island Stadium. Cold December night.
Yeah.
Bluefield with the early lead, 7-0.
It's we've got glass windows in this press box.
Yeah.
I'm freezing.
Well, they turn the heater on for you. You'll warm up.
Yeah. Well, you know how temperamental I am.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all right. We love you anyway. After the penalty, we first down and 14 for Bluefield. Run. Gain of maybe a yard.
The ball carrier.
Well, the Wayne D was buying none of that.
Mikey Davis in on the stop for the Pioneers.
See Levi Beckett, just nowhere to go.
Yeah. The Wayne defenders stayed where they were. Didn't buy any fakes or anything, and Beckett just had nowhere to go.
Give him a gain of 1. Move the ball just past the 5-yard line. Beckett out of the shotgun again. Hand off to Jake Lilly, right up the middle. He's got a big hole to run through. He'll be about a yard short of a first down. Nice blocking up front for Bluefield.
Now you see why Lilly is such a dangerous runner. He's a great all-around athlete. He's great on the defensive side of the ball. But yeah, there was a big hole, but then he made another 2-3 yards on his own.
Well, when we saw him in the second week of the season, back when it was a lot warmer down in Princeton, Jake Lilly had a big game running the ball that game. He was their leading rusher in that game for Bluefield, a game that Bluefield ended up beating Princeton in the Mercer County War. Lilly again lowers his head. He is going to be near a first down.
Yeah, that's going to be close.
Had to get to the 18, and they're spotting it just a little bit short.
Mikey Davis.
And he did not get it.
See, the field position game is a game of patience.
Yes.
Now, Wayne, I mean, they're going to be set up pretty good here.
Wayne returned the favor Bluefield gave to them earlier.
You don't anticipate any shenanigans by Bluefield this deep in their own territory.
Levi Beckett will punt.
Oh!
It's blocked! Still on the ground. It'll be Wayne Ball, but a big turnover.
Wow.
That was Justin Ruggles that came in with the block, and you can see Wayne just flooded the left side of that line. So you talk about a short field.
Yeah.
Wayne's got it right now. Watch here on the Heritage Truck Center replay.
Yeah, Justin Ruggles just getting it done, and that's a big-time play at a big moment, isn't it?
Your up back has got to pick up a block somewhere to help the punter out. I believe that was Jake Lilly. Ruggles went right in front of him. Hand off to Dameron, stays on his feet.
The ball carrier.
Gets inside the 3-yard line.
Yeah, that was Dameron, all Dameron for a couple of yards. Well, you knew this one. I mean, we're only in the first quarter, but you knew it was going to be a tight affair.
Yeah. Corey Gilkerson brings in the play. Jake Barr to the sideline. Dameron again, stays on his feet in the end zone. Touchdown. He was hit. Scott at the 2-yard line, but just kept those feet grinding.
Well, you see why he makes all those yards all season. He did not quit on that. Give that one to Corey Dameron.
3-yard touchdown run, and Wayne is within an extra point of tying it up.
Look at this. Nowhere to go, and he just kept the legs going and found a hole and slid through. Great job.
You can see one of the Bluefield players had him around the ankle, but couldn't keep him there.
To attempt the point after.
Brian Allen
Derek White hold.
on to attempt the extra point. Kick is good. We're all tied up. 1:34 to go in the first quarter. You're watching the high school football AA championship on Network West Virginia. Well, a 5-yard drive is capped off by a 3-yard touchdown run by Corey Dameron. 2 plays, 5 yards, 40 seconds off the clock, and we are all tied up at 7 apiece.
That's what you call getting back in the game in a hurry.
Patterson,
Yes.
Alex Morris, the deep backs of the Beavers.
No, it's early, but I think this one's going to the wire.
Set to kick off for the
You know, you see a lot of times, you've got the ball in the other end of the field. The fans are always hollering, go for it on 4th and short. And we can see both Tom Harmon, Fred Simon playing that field position game. It's worked for a touchdown for both sides.
See, that's why coaches are coaches and fans aren't.
Kickoff is fumbled and picked up. Returned out to about the 30. Alex Moore stays on his feet. I thought he was going down about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, so did I.
Bring it out to the 35.
Looks like he was getting slung around, but they were slinging him for positive yardage.
They'll take over. Ball on the 35. It's first down.
Bluefield will start at the 35-yard line. 1:26 to go in the first quarter. Bluefield will stay in that spread formation. Fox, a slot receiver. Beckett's going to throw it. It's picked off. He was looking to go to Damian Price. We'll have to see who intercepted it for. Seth Merritt, the strong safety, stepped right in front of that.
I tell you what, give more props to Justin Ruggles. He was jumped at just the right time, right there. I don't know how much that had to do with Beckett misfiring.
They'll take over.
Wayne with a big turnover, and they are in business again inside the 20-yard line. Ball at the 18. This Bluefield defense is going to be tested again. And we have offsides. Alex Morris, outside linebacker, jumped offside. It's going to be 5 yards.
Well, you know, Wayne, like anyone, but they've got to capitalize on any mistake that Bluefield makes, because Bluefield's not going to make a lot of mistakes. And Bluefield has to do the same with Wayne.
Wait, they called illegal procedure against Wayne. I didn't see that. I saw him jump off sides. I didn't see the illegal procedure.
Yeah, nor did I. Someone saw it, though.
Our opinion does not count, I might add. First down and 15 for Wayne. Handoff right up the middle. Clyde Farrell gets about 4.5 of that 5 yards back.
Yeah, Clyde was doing it the blue collar way.
For the Beavers.
He just put his shoulder down.
Clyde Farrell comes in. It's 919 yards on the ground.
You know, that's what makes Wayne dangerous too, is they're so balanced in their running attack.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a lot of guys who can tote the rock, as they say. I hate that term.
It's 2nd and 11, and Dameron is stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. The Bluefield defense was all over that play.
Yeah, that rock got thrown back in the pond.
Keith Ferguson leading through there along with R.J. Buford. Third down and 12. See the clock winding down. They do not have to run another play. We'll see if Adams Frazier takes the snap. He will. Hand off to Clyde Farrell, misdirection over the left side. He's going to pick up about 4. That's the end of the first quarter. We're all tied up. Big decision on a 4th down play coming up for Wayne. You're watching the AA State Championship on Network West Virginia. And Suddenlink Communication.
So what do you do? Do you
Well, it's
kick? Do you go for it?
They're sending their place kicker, Alan Bryant, out.
Well, like I was saying, I mean,
And spectators here at Wheeling Island.
It looks like they're going to attempt. It'd be a 33-yard field goal. Saw Bryant warming up, and this is right at his limit. And it's blocked. The ball is down by Wayne, but it'll be a turnover.
By Matthew Riggs.
You can see the kick was just low right off the ground.
you know, I don't disagree with that, to be honest with you. I mean, go for the points. This is it, man.
Yeah.
This is a championship.
Well, they had to, it was long yardage to go for a first down.
There's a replay. That didn't have a prayer from the get-go.
It was Matt Riggs that came in and blocked it for Bluefield. Hand off to Lilly on the misdirection over the left side. Slow developing play. He was just waited for an opening to develop. He's going to pick up 9 yards on the carry.
Yeah, once again, good offensive line work by Bluefield. Opened up a big old hole for Lilly. Like you said, it was slow developing, but good for 9 yards.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Second and a long one for the Beavers.
Second down and 2.
Lilly in motion. Handoff is going to go up the middle of Fox. He has a first down and more. Ball is inside Wayne territory down to the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I tell you what, that battle was won by the right side of the line. Parker Purdue, Britton Brooks, Corey Sadler at center. Those guys blew Wayne off the line. That allowed Brad Fox to go pretty much anywhere he wanted to go.
Seth Merritt comes in and makes the tackle. Got a timeout on the field. We're all tied up with 11:10 to go in the first half. You're watching high school football on Network West Virginia. Welcome back to Wheeling Island Stadium in Wheeling, West Virginia. AA state championship game for the state of West Virginia tonight. We're all tied up 7-7. Bluefield is on the move. They've got the ball to the 44-yard line of Wayne.
Need to pick up a souvenir.
We've had a little bit of everything. We've had touchdowns, blocked kicks, interceptions.
Yeah, a blocked field goal attempt, a blocked field goal, interception, yeah.
It's a potpourri of football.
Patterson in motion. He'll get the pitch to the right side, and Wayne is all over Marcus Patterson. There's a flag thrown on the play. They're going to call a hold,
Marcus Patterson,
I believe, against Bluefield. But after that loss, that's going to be close to a 6-yard loss on that carry.
Well, you credit Chase Perry, Dameron, the whole Wayne defense strung that play out so they couldn't turn the corner.
If I'm Wayne, I decline this one. That's almost a 6-yard loss, Scott.
Oh, yeah.
If they take if the penalty's from the spot of the foul, it would be the 49-yard line, so it would actually be like a 15-yard penalty. We'll have to wait and see what Coach Tom Harmon elects to do right here.
They're taking it.
They will.
That's a smart move.
Yeah, well spotted the foul, moves it back. It'll be a 15-yard. Now you're putting Bluefield into an obvious passing situation.
It's always easier to defend when you know they're going to do it.
First down and 25. Of course, they've got 3 plays to pick up 25 yards, so we'll have to see if they elect to pass or run. Beckett will give the handoff to Patterson, and he is wrapped up. Gilkerson makes the tackle. Corey Gilkerson, the junior, 6'4", 215 pounds, leads the team in tackles with 112 on the season.
Yeah, once again, just good pursuit, getting off their blocks and stringing that play out where they can't turn the corner.
Illegal procedure against Bluefield. I think he declined this one. You see on the Heritage Truck Center replay, Corey Gilkerson all over Marcus Patterson.
That penalty is declined. Second down.
So after the gain, ball spotted at the 45-yard line. It'll be second down and 21.
Second down and 22.
2 men in motion and another flag. And Bluefield, ball's on the ground.
Flag from the field.
Another flag. That's coming from the back, Judge.
Yeah. You can see Patterson and Lilly both in motion. And after that nice run, they got the ball down to the 44-yard line. They have self-destructed 3 plays in a row with a penalty.
Illegal shift on the offense. That penalty is declined. Third down.
So after the fumble, Bluefield does recover it. Well, it wasn't fumble. They said he was down on the ground. Ball is spotted just past the 45-yard line. Bring up third down and 20. Bluefield will stay in the wing T formation. Price wide out. Lilly gets the handoff, gets to the outside. Stays on his feet, makes a couple of nice moves, but Wayne there
Jake Lilly
brings him down well short of a first down.
Credit Randall Elliott. Lilly got by him, pirouetted. Elliott was there to get him.
Fourth down.
That was a nice pirouette by Lilly. He's looking for a dance partner, Ron.
Trying to get the Scott Roberts Deke of the Week nomination.
That could be, but then he got planted.
Beckett back to punt. He'll get the punt off this time. Nice punt. Taken in at the 20. And it looked like Mills was going to run a reverse. Ball comes out on the ground. Did Bluefield get it?
Yep.
Yes, they did.
Wow.
It looked like, Scott, they were going to run a reverse.
It did.
Mills got hit, coughs the ball up. Bluefield in business at the 13-yard line. Watch here on the Heritage Truck Center replay.
Yeah, you're right. It looks like they're setting up for a reverse. For some reason.
That was Marcus Patterson that knocked it out.
Ball the 13-yard line. It's first down and 10.
Alex Morris on the recovery. Morris will get the carry down inside the 10. Or that was Fox with the carry down inside the 10.
How quickly fortunes change. It seems like it was just Wayne down at this end of the field after a miscue.
In on the stop of the Pioneers.
After the block punt.
I mean, you got two of the best AA teams. Well, I'll say the two best AA teams in the decade.
Yeah.
And they're playing a little sloppy here tonight so far. Both sides. Lilly with a handoff in the end zone, touchdown, Bluefield. They ran that misdirection. He came from the right to the left and had blocking all the way in the end zone. Watch on the Heritage Truck Center replay. 9-yard run for Jake Lilly, and you can see right here, just good blocking up in front. Made a nice move.
Yeah, the Bluefield line has been blowing people off.
To attempt the point after.
Justin Mariotti
Out of the Lilly hold.
on to attempt. Kick is up and good.
And it's good.
14-7 is our score. Bluefield retakes the lead. You're watching the AA State Championship football game on Network West Virginia. Bluefield takes advantage of the turnover. Fumbled punt. Their drive, 14 plays, or 14 yards, only took 2 plays. Total of 40 seconds off the clock. And Jake Lilly with the 9-yard touchdown run to give Bluefield the lead, 14-7. 8:41 to go in the half. Plenty of time for Wayne.
And the difference is Bluefield took advantage of a mistake. Wayne could not convert.
On the interception, you're right. On the interception, they had it inside the 20-yard line. Could not put points on the board. Squib kick. And it's going to be Merritt that falls on it at the 35-yard line. Andrew Shaw with a kickoff for Bluefield. Just he had that one worm burning right down through there. Lucky he didn't hit any Wayne players.
And Wayne High School, they'll take over.
Take a bounce back towards Bluefield.
Ball on the 35-yard
So we'll have to see. Bluefield's really done a good job against the Wayne defense, or Wayne offense. Except that one, they had that one short 5-yard drive. Corey Dameron with the touchdown.
Yeah, Wayne has had good field position. Now they've got to go a lot longer.
Going to run a sweep to the outside. Mills, can he turn the corner? No. Williams was right there to turn him back in. Jake Lilly. And then Keith Ferguson finally brings him down.
Yeah, that was all about Trey Williams. He would not let him turn the corner. Take a look on the Heritage Truck Center's instant replay. Watch number 15, Trey Williams, in hot pursuit.
He'll call it a gain of 1. Second down and 9.
I think if you're Mills right there, you got to keep going. You can't stop.
Yeah.
You keep going. He only ended up picking a yard up on the play. If he keeps going, he's probably got 3 or 4, maybe 5 yards. Got a flag thrown before we could get the play going. We're looking to go to Clyde Farrell over the right side. We'll have to wait and get the call.
Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Well, you look at the penalties we've had. Bluefield's had a ton of penalties.
Yeah.
We've had turnovers. Is it nerves? Help me out here. These are 2 of the best.
Yeah, I never played in a state championship game, so I don't know, but.
Second down and 4 for Wayne. Mills in motion. Handoff will go to Farrell. He'll have a first down, stays on his feet back and towards midfield and gets a little help. He'll take it in to Bluefield's end of the field to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, well, that's all about Adam Thacker, the left guard, and Justin Ruggles. They opened up a huge hole. Look at that. I could run through that.
Boy, and Chase Perry, tight end, picked up a nice block on the linebacker. See, Clyde Farrell, 5'11", 175-pound junior, doesn't go down easy. Handoff over the right side, and Dameron is stacked up. Williams and Ferguson again.
Corey Dameron. Trey Williams.
We got.
And on the stop for Bluefield.
Tempers were getting a little heated down there.
Well, you expect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year, 2004, Bluefield beat Wayne in the state championship game. Last year in the playoffs, Wayne knocked Bluefield out of the playoffs. And then Wayne had to go on the road, lost to eventual state champ Grafton, at Grafton last year. Got an official's timeout on the field. Look, that was Brenton Brooks. Got a little helmet trouble. Got it situated.
We got two AA bullies going at it here, you know, and you know, emotions are high just because it's a championship game. And then these two have been the class of the class for quite a while.
Timeout taken by Wayne. 14-7. You're watching the AA State Championship on Network West Virginia. .6:23 to go in the first half. Bluefield with the lead, but Wayne's got to drive. They got the ball inside. Bluefield's into the field. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Well, like you said, uncharacteristically sloppy from these two primo teams. A lot of penalties, block kicks. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, from I got a great seat, and I'm warm now.
Handoff up the middle, and it is stacked up. Ball stripped loose. Clyde Farrell was the carrier. Fox strips it loose, but his forward progress had been stopped. It's going to be a gain of about a yard. Ball's at the 48-yard line. 3rd down and 9.
That man Jake Lilly was in on the stop too.
This Bluefield defense has really looked good here in the first half.
Ball on the 48-yard line. 3rd down and 8.
And for Wayne, they just got to stay patient.
And we had some movement.
Flags on the field.
Against Wayne, and we'll have to wait and see what the official call is. There was a jump on Bluefield, but I saw one of the Wayne players move first.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5 yards. Be 3rd down.
So 3rd down and 8 will now be 3rd and 13. 5:37 to go in the first half. Make sure you keep it here at halftime. The United States Marine Corps halftime show come up in just a little bit. Handoff straight up the middle to Brandon Spurlock. He'll get about 5 yards, and that is about it. Bring up 4th down.
Brandon Spurlock.
Well, both teams relying on their offensive lines to win the battle of the trenches, and both teams are doing a good job at it. Because both O-lines are,
for Bluefield,
you know, blowing up some holes. It wasn't a first down, but still some decent yardage.
Yeah. Merritt angles the punt towards the sideline. Nice punt, keeps it away from Marcus Patterson. And as we mentioned in the pregame show, that's one thing. Patterson not only can hurt you on offense, defense, but special teams.
Yeah,
he is so dangerous when he gets the ball.
Ran back a 55-yarder last week.
Yeah.
You know Wayne has done their scouting.
Ball at the 20-yard line, 4:48 to go in the first half.
It's 1st down and 10.
7-point lead for the Bluefield Beavers. Bluefield goes back to the spread formation. Patterson in motion. Beckett will keep it, and he is hit at the 22-yard line and driven back.
Spread formation, but the Wayne D pretty much stayed at home. Just waited for Beckett.
Adam Thacker.
Levi Beckett.
Along with Mike Davis in on the tackle.
Adam Thacker, Corey Gilkerson in on the stop for Wayne.
Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd down and 8.
Handoff will go to Jake Lilly, and he is hitting the backfield. Mikey Davis.
Jake Lilly.
He has had a big first half, Scott.
Yeah, Mike Davis has been, he's been a terror on that line. He's made a couple of big plays. That's a big one right there. 6'2", 262 coming at you.
What's here on the Heritage Truck Center replay?
How'd you like to see that in your windshield.
Yeah, just threw his block right off to the side. He's standing there waiting for Jake Lilly. Loss of a yard on the play, 3rd down and 9. Gets Patterson, and Ruggles hits him in the backfield and takes him down at the 17-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down.
I tell you what, the Wayne D, Ruggles and Mike Davis should be brought up on charges for harassment. Goodness gracious, both of those guys have been all over the field tonight.
4th down.
Ruggles, a senior, playing his final high school game, makes a nice play there. Had a block punt earlier. Nice roll for Beckett.
Roll.
Ball will stop at the 44-yard line. So with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go, Wayne will have probably, this will be in their last shot at the end zone here in the first half. Of course, the way things have been going, who knows? We could have 2 or 3 turnovers before the half ends.
Yeah, there's still close to 3 minutes, and like we said earlier, we've seen a little bit of everything. A couple of blocked kicks, block punt, block field goal try, interception. Wayne dropped the ball one time. You know.
The list never ends.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Dameron in motion. Frazier will keep the ball, turns around, goes behind his left guard, gain of 2.
Keep a play. Adam Frazier.
It's kind of like a play-action pass, but it's a play-action run.
Bluefield.
Bluefield didn't really bite.
You can see a lot of those plays, Bluefield's done the same thing. They sort of use that spin option where the quarterback turns his back to the line of scrimmage. Farrell hitting the backfield. He'll move forward for about a gain of a yard.
Yeah,
Alex Morris
sniffed that one out.
Clyde Farrell.
Also Keith Ferguson in there to help out.
Morris, Keith Ferguson. And on the stop for Bluefield.
Clock rolling under 2 minutes to go in the first half. 3rd down and 7.
Bluefield hoping for some stout D. They can get the ball back. See if they can put something up.
Bluefield still has 2 timeouts. Mills in motion. He'll get the sweep to the outside. He'll have a first down and more. Marcus Patterson comes over and makes a nice open field tackle. That'll be a first down for the Pioneers.
Marcus Patterson.
If we take a look on the Heritage Truck Center instant replay, not many times tonight has a runner gotten around the corner. Mills got partially around the corner, but it was good enough for the first down, more importantly for Wayne.
3rd down and 7 play. Frazier airs it out. Look, intended for Merritt. Price was on coverage. Nice coverage by Damian Price.
Second pass he's thrown like that, it's more like a jump ball.
Yeah.
You know, it was like either guy had a shot at it.
Damian Price, 6'3", senior, out there on the corner. Hard to get it up over him. Seth Merritt only goes 5'11", so Price with a definite height advantage on that play. Again, gets to the outside. Dameron, and he is hit hard by Jake Lilly.
Lilly lined him up from 5 yards away.
Jake Lilly.
Didn't have enough for the first down. So Wayne will have to hurry up if they want to get points on the board. Watching on the Heritage Truck Center replay.
Yeah, look at Lilly. He's going to come out on the left of your screen. Pyow. That's why he leads the team in tackles.
3rd down and 1. Handoff will go to Clyde Farrell. He'll have a first down and more. Down to the 20-yard line. Big hole for Clyde Farrell to run through, and he took full advantage of that.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. These offensive lines, both squads getting the job done.
You see Wayne hustles up and gets over the ball. 43 seconds to go. They wait for the call. Play to be called in. Clock is rolling. Going to run a sweep to the outside. And Mills with the hesitation, nowhere to go. Price comes up and makes a nice open field tackle, and Wayne will have to use their last timeout.
Get on the stop at Bluefield.
28 seconds to go in the half. You're watching the high school football game of the week, only on Network West Virginia. 28 seconds to go in the first half, and Wayne has used their last timeout. 1 yard loss on that play, and the yardage really not what's going to affect them right now more than the clock. We saw earlier in the half, Alan Bryant attempted a field goal from about 34 yards, 33, 34 yards out. So Tom Harmon's got enough confidence in him to kick one at least that deep. They need to
down and 11.
get a little bit closer. Pass to the outside, and Frazier just over the hands of Merritt. Seth Merritt was open.
Merritt got in the seam. He was in between the
coverage for the Beavers.
two defenders, and that was a
Third down.
big gain anyways if it was on target.
Yeah, he would have been out at around the 5 yard line.
Yeah, you see Merritt was just in that seam.
Third down and 11. Clock is stopped at 23 seconds to go. Frazier back the pass again. Under pressure, he's rolling out. He needs to get rid of the ball, and he's just going to throw it up in the air. Corey Dameron can't get to it. Well, he just threw it up in the air. Corey Dameron comes running downfield trying to get to it. Alex Morris in on coverage.
You got to throw those to the sideline. Throw them out of bounds.
Well, I thought that Frazier was going to go down and take him totally out of field goal position. It's fourth down right now. It looks like they're going to go for it. Bryant not on the field to attempt.
This is a big play, huh?
Fourth and 11, 12 seconds to go in the half. Frazier back to pass, and he is going to go down. Buford comes in and takes him down. Clock stops with 3 seconds left. And another scoring opportunity for Wayne goes out the window.
We'll take a look at the Heritage Truck Center's instant replay. Bluefield was bringing the heat, and Frazier just had nowhere to go with it.
Yeah.
Buford finishes them off.
And they're rushing 6 guys.
Yeah.
So they've got 5 back in coverage, and the secondary did a great job. Frazier just didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. Bluefield with 1 play to run. Beckett will take an E. That's the end of the first half. Score: Bluefield 14, Pioneers of Wayne 7. Keep it right here for the United States Marine Corps halftime show. That's coming up next. You're watching the AA State Championship only on Suddenlink and the web. Welcome back to Wheeling Island Stadium, Wheeling, West Virginia. AA State Championship game. Ron Cook along with Scott Roberts. Scott, first half a little sloppy, highly entertaining though.
Oh, it definitely was. I was having a ball. I don't know what you people were doing. I mean, we had blocked kicks, we had interceptions, we had great runs, we had a little bit of everything, and that's what made it so much fun. It was Bluefield who was getting things done early on. It was a battle of field position early on. It was Bluefield. Well, they started cashing their checks early on, and they went to Jake Lilly. He's been doing it all year long for him. Jake on the reverse play, whatever you want to call it, 15 yards. He's been doing this all season long. Give it to Mr. Lilly, 7-0 Beavers on top. Now in second quarter, same play, same man, same result. 9 yards this time, and that made it 14-7. That's your halftime score. Wayne had a couple of opportunities in this, and they didn't, capitalize as much as they wanted to, but, they did get on the board, and they had some special teams play that was getting done pretty well for the Wayne Pioneers. But, you know, all in all, I think it's been an extremely entertaining first half of football here in the AA championship.
Stats for Bluefield in the first half. Jake Lilly leads the team, 8 carries for 48 yards. Fox has 6 carries for 31 yards. Beckett 3 for 6. And Marcus Patterson only 3 carries for 2 yards. And you've seen in that talk about special teams, Wayne has done a good job keeping the ball away from Marcus Patterson.
Yeah, they have.
On the punt returns. Passing, Bluefield only 1 attempt, and that was ball was picked off for Wayne. On defense for Bluefield, Alex Morris, 5 tackles, 2 solo. He has a fumble recovery, and Keith Ferguson, big first half, 7 tackles, 2 solo for Bluefield. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the highlights for the Wayne Pioneers. This is the United States Marine Corps halftime show right here on Network West Virginia. Welcome back to the AA State Championship game. We're at halftime. Ron Cook along with Scott Roberts. Scott, you know, you look at Wayne, they had the 1 touchdown, but they only had a 5-yard drive and to do it, and their offense has pretty well been bottled up since then.
Yeah, they've had several opportunities deep in Bluefield territory, and it just wasn't happening. I tell you what, the Wayne D, though, these guys came to play. Let's go first half here. Blocked punt, and it's Mr. Justin Ruggles. Justin Ruggles and Mike Davis have been all over the place. Wayne, the Pioneers, are going to pick it up on around the 5-yard line. Well, a couple plays later, it's Corey Dameron. Little second effort, little sliding into the end zone. Dameron gets in. That makes it, at the time, that made it a 7-7 ball game. Of course, as we told you, Bluefield came on, added a second touchdown by Jake Lilly to make it 14-7 at halftime. But Wayne has had opportunities offensively deep in Bluefield territory, but just haven't been able to capitalize except for that one time. Yeah. They're going to have to turn that around here in the second half.
Yeah, Merritt had that interception returned down inside the 20.
Yeah.
They couldn't capitalize on that, ended up having a field goal attempt blocked. But, yeah, you're right. You know, in order to win the state championship, you're going to have to take advantage of those turnovers and things you get down inside Bluefield's end of the field. On offense for Wayne, Clyde Farrell, 6 carries, 33 yards. Dameron, 8 carries for 22. Frazier, 2 for 4. Spurlock, 1 for 6. Mills has 3 for 11. Total of 78 yards on 21 carries for Wayne. No, Frazier was 0 for 4 passing the ball. And you look at both teams, pretty similar. Bluefield, 20 carries for 87 yards. Wayne, 21 carries for 78 yards. Great defense. So the offense, you know, by way of turnovers and field position, have had some short fields to work with. That's the 14-7 score. On defense for Wayne, you mentioned Mike Davis and Justin Ruggles. Yeah. They're the 2 big guys on defense. For Davis, 5 tackles, 1 solo, 1 for a loss. And for Justin Ruggles, 3 tackles, 1 for a loss, and he had that block punt that we saw on the highlights.
Yeah, I was going to say Ruggles and Davis are 2 bundles of fun for the Wayne Pioneers.
So we come back to the second half. You're going to have to look for the teams that can probably play the cleanest football. No penalties, no turnovers, and that may decide our state champion. That'll wrap up the United States Marine Corps halftime show. Keep it right here for the second half kickoff. This is the AA State Championship game right here on Network West Virginia. Your network only on Suddenlink
and the web.
Welcome back to Wheeling Island Stadium. Ron Cook along with Scott Roberts. We are getting set for the second half of action. This half's instant replay is brought to you by Heritage Truck Center's full-service, medium to heavy-duty commercial truck dealerships offering parts and service. Special thanks to Heritage Truck Centers for bringing us the replays both in the first half and the second half.
Yeah, we're glad to have them.
Wayne will get the ball back. They deferred the kickoff in the first half.
Well, let's see what adjustments both teams have made during halftime.
Andrew Shaw will kick off, another squib kick. And it's taken by Merritt, and he is hit just as soon as he gets the ball. Maybe return of a yard. Bluefield with good starting field position at the 37-yard line. Or Wayne with good starting field position. So we'll have to see which team in the second half can get their offense going, because both teams have been pretty stagnant.
Well, that short kick has given Wayne pretty solid starting field position here to open the second half.
Hand off to Dameron, trying to get to the outside, has blocking ahead of him. Inside Bluefield's into the field, down to the 41-yard line. And Corey Dameron, the 5'9", 168-pound senior, with a nice run, opening play of the second half.
Well, look at the Heritage Truck Center's instant replay, and this play is made possible by Jake Barr, number 25, lead block. He gets number 30 out of the way so that Dameron can pick up some extra yards, get that old first.
Damian Price just couldn't get a tackle on him. Handoff up the middle, Clyde Farrell, gain of a yard.
Ball carrier, Clyde Farrell. Alex Morris in on the stop for Bluefield.
2nd down and 9 upcoming for the Pioneers. So both teams' offense is stagnant. I guess we could turn that around, be more positive. Both defenses have played real well in the first half.
Yeah, both defenses have been outstanding.
Frazier calls a timeout. He was trying to get Jake Barr to go in motion, and he'll just take a timeout instead of the play clock running out, taking the penalty. You're watching the AA State Championship on Network West Virginia, your network only on Suddenlink.
And the web.
Adam Frazier, senior quarterback, showing his intelligence, leadership there. They had a 2nd down and 9. He didn't want to make it a 2nd down and 14, so he called a timeout. Hand off to Dameron to the outside. He follows Farrell, his lead block, makes a nice move, and I believe he picked up a 1st down on that carry, Scott.
Yeah, it appears. Yeah, he definitely did, and that was all Dameron. I mean, you're right. He was following his block, smart play, and then just quicks to get outside.
Watch on the Heritage Truck Center replay. See right there, number 33, Clyde Farrell. Didn't get the block, but he got Patterson out of the way. We'll have a measurement here to see if he did pick up the 1st down. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. So we can see a concerted effort from Wayne here to get their money back. Corey Dameron the ball here in the second half, and he's had a couple of really nice runs as he does pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, I thought he did. I was telling our spotter that he got the 1st down.
So you look at Adam Frazier, he used the timeout, but the wise decision as a 9-yard carry picks him up 1st down. Drive stays alive. Dameron again. Left side, another nice run, and you can see, Scott, they're stacking the formation, putting 2 tight ends. Well, they're putting Perry and Merritt out to one side and getting those lead blocks, opening up the outside.
And they've been opening up holes all night long.
Now
There's a Heritage Truck Center's instant replay.
Another nice carry, 6-yard gain. Timeout taken by Bluefield, so Coach Fred Simons wanting to get his players and defense on the same page. We'll take a break. You're watching High School AA State Championship on Network West Virginia. Scott, I'd just love to see coaches come out after the halftime and make adjustments. You can see the adjustment that Wayne has made to get Corey Dameron the ball, get the ball to him on the outside. Dameron starts to the outside, makes a cut back to the inside, and will pick up a 1st down. He had to get to the 21. Well, it's going to be close. We may have another measurement.
Let me make the call. He's a little short. You know, I mean, that is the thing in football, any sport really, is adjustments. I mean, what did Bluefield throw at you in the first half? What are you going to do about it in the second half? And it's short, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and okay, I'm going with you.
Yeah.
Excellent call.
Yes, I'm old.
Scott Roberts.
I'm old, but those eyes are still gleaming.
And then you saw right there with the timeout called, Fred Simon, he's making an adjustment. He's going to get his boys saying, okay, here's what they're doing, here's what we need to do. Now let's see which one's going to win out here. 3rd down and about a foot for Wayne. They'll be in the I formation. Gilkerson lined up tight end. standing to the right side of the formation. Hand up right up the middle, Clyde Farrell. He has a first down. Still moving the pile forward inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line.
Farrell's like a little bowling ball.
On the play for Bluefield.
He's 5'11", 175, but he looks a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, he plays a lot bigger than that. Heritage Truck Center's instant replay confirms what we just said, that he is playing bigger than that.
Hand off to Dameron, trying to get to the outside, and a nice play.
Trey Williams.
Trey Williams.
Kind of semi-open field. Cut Dameron down. That was a big play, too.
Forced Dameron back to the inside and then made the tackle.
Well, Trey's been impressive all game. He's got some quicks on him.
He's a junior, 6 foot, 193 pounds.
Yeah, he can run.
Hand off to Jake Barr, and we've got a flag thrown in, usually right in that holding area of the field. The umpire threw it.
Matthew Riggs hit on the stop. Flag on the field.
Carry to the 10-yard line by Jake Barr. Wait and get the official word. That's what it was. Costly down here, especially to a running team.
Yep.
Which both teams are up into this point of the game. Both teams have chosen to keep it on the ground. So it's going to be second and long. And once again, here they are
On the
down
offense,
inside the 20.
10-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Repeat second down.
I mean, when you're down there, that's when you just got to mind your P's and Q's. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, inadvertent holds all the time. But
second down and 18, ball is at the 22-yard line. Clyde Farrell split out. It's going to be a sweep. Mills with the carry inside the 15. Austin Mills.
Number 14, Austin Mills.
With a nice carry down to the 15-yard line. Gain of 7. Bring up third down and 10. Watch on the Heritage Truck Center replay.
Yeah, Mills gets into the semi-open.
Jake Lilly again leading the way for Bluefield.
Third down and 10.
Dameron tries to split the gap, and Keith Ferguson's right there. Bring him down, no gain.
Corey Cameron.
Fourth down. See if Alan Bryant comes onto the field.
On the stop for Bluefield.
Wayne down 14-7. Do they want to come away with points here? Or are they going to try to pick up actually a loss on the play? It's going to be 11.
So what do you do?
Well, Adam Frazier comes in from the sideline. It looks like they're going to go for it right here. Both crowds getting fired up. Frazier back to pass, under pressure, and it's picked off. Up the sideline, there he goes. Can anybody get to him? Marcus Patterson, no! It's going to be a touchdown, Bluefield. Boy, when you saw Marcus Patterson intercept that ball down on the 1-yard line, call it the 2, a 98-yard touchdown return, and boy, what a big swing right there, Scott.
Oh, that is huge. I tell you what, Adam Frazier, he was back there, and it appeared he had his man, but not enough zip on the ball. It kind of floated in there. There you see. That was perfect timing.
Yeah, he had Mills down there, but
Patterson just laid back. He saw it coming. Wow, that's huge.
Shows you the speed he's got right there. Marcus Patterson, they've kept it away from him punting the ball all night. But when he gets that open field, how dangerous he is. And boy, what a turn right there. Mariotti's kick is no good. He misses it wide left. 20-7, Bluefield with the lead. You're watching the AA State Championship on Network West Virginia, your network only on Suddenlink and the web. Welcome back to Wheeling Island Stadium. AA state championship game. Ron Cook along with Scott Roberts. Scott, that return by Marcus Patterson just set a new Super 6 state championship record.
And you were there.
And so were you.
Yes, I was.
The record had been
86.
86 yards.
Nice guess.
Greenbrier West when they played Spencer in 1991. Marcus Patterson will be in the record books now from now until somebody else has a return of 99 yards. And boy, you look at
Hey, that's a 14-point swing.
the drive that Wayne had going down the field, and what hurt him? The holding call. Set things back, put him in 4th down and 11.
Andrew Shaw set to kick.
Shaw with another squib kick. It's taken by Merritt, and he is hit at the 43-yard line. Wayne with some work to do now. Well, at least we know their offense has started to click. So we'll see if they can continue it here.
They'll take over.
Ball spotted at the 44.
1st down and 10.
Yeah, this is a time for Wayne, too, not to get down. There's a ton of time left. And what you got to do is everyone's got to do their job and get back in this ball game.
Seth Merritt split out wide to the left of formation. Wing T formation, hand off to Clyde Farrell. And nice hole to run through. Clyde Farrell will have about 9 on the carry, 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that at Farrell. It's just a maze of bodies, and 9 yards later, he's getting out of the pile.
Well, you see now they watch on the Heritage Truck Center replay. Just a nice hole to run through. Justin Ruggles pulls around from his tackle spot to lead him through. But you see with the success with Dameron getting to the outside, it's opened up the middle for Farrell. 2nd and 1. Handoff again up the middle. It'll be enough for a 1st down for Wayne.
Ball carrier, Clyde Farrell.
Well, they're doing what they did last drive.
Yeah.
Keith Ferguson.
Keeping the chains moving.
In on the stop.
Ball at the 43-yard line.
Keith Ferguson limped off for Bluefield.
Well, they can't afford to lose him. He's been a big part. You can see him on the sidelines. Just
1st down and 10.
Can't tell what happened, but he is in some pain right now. Hand off to Mills. He goes the outside. He's got some block. Thacker out in front of him, leading him through.
The ball carrier, Austin Mills.
Down to the 38-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5.
Damian Price. And on the stop.
They've been using that play, getting Mills to the outside for decent yardage all night.
On the 38.
It's nice.
2nd down and 5.
Nice block there by Adam Thacker. Getting out there. He's a junior. Left guard, 6 foot, 190 pounds. One of the advantages to being a smaller guard, you can see right there, Thacker with the speed to get out to the outside. Dameron will go up the middle between the tackles this time and will have a 1st down to the 31-yard line.
Corey Dameron.
Wayne's offense looking good.
Yeah, and again, you go back to Ruggles and Adam Thacker on the left side of the line, and Abe Stevens as a center, just opening huge holes.
And Coach Fred Simon, again, wants a timeout, doesn't like what he sees from his defense. Wayne needing to put some points on the board. You're watching the AA State Championship on Network West Virginia. Good look at the Bluefield faithful. Cold night, jumping around to stay warm. Band's fired up. They should be their teams in the lead, 20-7.
Hey, real good crowd.
Yeah.
Considering both teams traveled from deep south.
I believe Bluefield had like 264 miles ago, and Wayne had about 246. Either way you slice it, that's a long way to drive. Hand off to Jake Barr, and he is tripped up.
That was Jake Lilly, I think, with the trip.
See, Jake Barr, when he gets ahead of steam, he's hard to bring down. 6'2", 240 pounds. He'll be around next year. He's a junior.
An official timeout.
And we've got one of the Bluefield players limping off the field. It's Brenton Brooks. Junior defensive end, 6'3", 241 pounds, comes limping off the field.
Yeah, people are getting bruised up in this one.
Ball on the 26, second down and 5.
John Gibson takes his place. Hand off to Dameron, gets to the outside. Looks like he'll have a first down.
Corey Dameron.
It's going to be another close one, Scott. He got to the 22. That's where the sticks are at.
Byron Steptoe.
We'll have to wait and see, and we're going to have another measurement. Nope, they're going to call third down. Didn't get far enough. He had to get past the 22. The ball is nosing the 22.
Ball on the 22.
Another big third down play.
Third down and 1.
2 downs to pick up a half yard. 5:30 to go in the third quarter. Handoff up the middle, Farrell. He'll have the first down. Down to the 14-yard line. And Clyde Farrell is starting to kick it into gear. It was
Patterson.
Corey Dameron coming out at halftime. Now Clyde Farrell is starting to pick up the pace.
Yeah, well, like you said, Dameron going outside has kind of softened up the inside for Farrell. And that inside-outside combination seems to be working last couple of drives.
Offensive line just sealed the right side. Another quick handoff. Brandon Spurlock. Ball is loose. I think they're going to call it a fumble, and Bluefield ball. Another mistake inside the 20. Boy,
Man, I thought he was down.
R.J. Buford on the recovery from Bluefield.
Buford with the recovery. You didn't see the officials blow the play dead.
No.
We'll have to wait and see. Right here, watch on the Heritage Truck Center replay. Well, he could, not a real good look. You could see him start before he was down, like he was reaching for the ball in front of him.
I don't know. I thought he was down. I mean, we didn't have a great angle.
Yeah.
You're right. It just looked like he was down.
Had an interception and a fumble inside 20, a blocked field goal. Wayne has been their own worst enemy up to this point. Fox with the carry. He is stacked up.
Ball carrier.
After he gains about a yard.
It's Mike Davis leading the charge on that one. We've been calling his name all night long.
Brad Fox, 5'9", 160 pounds, 65-pound sophomore.
Ball on the 16. He'll call to the gate of 1, second and 9.
Okay, here's a look. See if it is a fumble right here.
He looks down there. Now the ball's coming out.
Lilly looking to the outside, picks up a block. Still on his feet, comes back the other way. Two flags thrown in. Lilly's going to have a nice run, but is it going to come back? Finally brought down by Mills at midfield, but I think it's coming back, Scott.
There's got to be a hole in there. Yep.
That's what it is.
I tell you what, it was fun to watch, huh?
Yeah, it was. Lilly was deking out all over the field. Watch here on the Heritage Truck Center replay.
I don't see it, but
There were 2 officials that saw it because the flag came in from the side and in from the umpire. So it's just like the fumble. Whether we saw it or not.
Block in the back on the offense. 10-yard penalty.
And you know, a lot of
half
times.
The distance.
Penalty half the distance, goal time.
Second down.
A lot of times you see that when you got a back starts reversing
field, yeah.
Coming back the other way.
Just like on kickoffs. Every kickoff in the NFL and college.
Yeah, punt return.
Yeah, I mean.
Second down and 17 after the big run from Jake Lilly's taken off the board.
You know, that's a huge play for Wayne when you think about it.
Handoff right up the middle, nowhere to go.
The ball carrier, Brad Fox.
I mean, that's a really big play.
Yeah.
I just feel the need to say that.
Well, you're right, because Wayne had to have a stop.
Yeah.
They cannot afford to let Bluefield go up by 3 touchdowns. And they're back, Bluefield back in the end of the field where they have got to be very careful with the ball. We've seen Beckett throw, attempt one pass, it was picked off, and since that time, Bluefield has not gone back to the pass. They have kept it on the ground. And they do the same again, no gain on the play.
Ball carrier.
So even after the turnover, Wayne should get the ball back in pretty good field position.
Yep. So the turnover hasn't hurt them other than missing an opportunity.
Yeah, well, the one return for the touchdown, Marcus Patterson.
No, I mean this.
Oh, yeah, this time, yeah. Beckett back to punt. Nice punt. Will they run the reverse? They do this time, and it's covered nicely by Marcus Patterson. That was Randall Elliott.
Yeah, we got a
flags
flag
thrown down. Randall Elliott, they ran the reverse.
Personal foul. That's against Wayne, I think.
Well, if it is, another enormous mistake.
Dead ball, personal foul on the black team, first down.
Home crowd not liking the call.
Oh. There's some big-time mistakes being made here.
So instead of starting at Bluefield's 42-yard line, it'll move them back into their own end of the field. They'll start at their own 43.
Late third quarter, a little frustration maybe.
Yeah. Got an official stopping the clock. Jake Lilly was slow getting up on the last play, and they're going to send him to the sideline. Didn't see what happened during the punt return, but Lilly, he was down crouched for a good 30 seconds while the official was making the call and marking the play off, and they're going to take him to the sideline.
He's the third Bluefield player to leave in the first and the second half.
Handoff to Farrell. Farrell with another nice carry.
The ball carrier.
Gain of 8 yards.
Clyde Farrell.
Farrell's that change of pace that's getting it done.
Williams. Brad Fox. And on the stop for Bluefield.
He's a stout, hard runner going right up the gut. He's been picking up some big-time yardage for Wayne. They just can't seem to capitalize.
2nd and 8.
Second and a long one. Dammer will get the carry. He will have a first down.
The ball carrier. Corey Dameron.
Drew Simons checked into the game. He's a sophomore. Wears number 75. Comes in with the tackle. Watch the replay on the Heritage Truck Centers. We can see that Thacker pulling, the guard pulling out there, picked up a nice tackle on Alex Morris. Gave Dameron enough for the first down carry there. Dameron to get to the outside. Price turns him back in.
Corey Dameron, the ball carrier.
And Wayne, their offense, their rushing attack here in the second half has really looked good. It seems like when they get inside the 20, a mistake, a penalty, moves them back.
Red zone woes.
Second down and 4 after a gain of 6. Hand off to Clyde Farrell, another nice run. Keith Ferguson.
The handoff.
Or no, that was
Clyde Farrell.
not Ferguson. Matt Riggs on the tackle, number 32.
Matthew Riggs, and on the stop.
The quick handoff is proving effective here in the second half.
First down.
Yeah, just you see it right there. Quick. By the time defense registering it, he's 5 yards up the field.
Ball spotted at 31. Frazier back to pass. He is under pressure and goes down. Never had time to get rid of the ball. I believe that was Alex Morris who came in from outside linebacker spot and really put the pressure on Adam Frazier. Just didn't have time to get rid of it. Loss of 4 on the play.
Ball to 35.
Heritage Truck Center
Second
replay.
down and 14.
And
Frazier just no shot.
After Morris missed him, Jake Lilly and R.J. Buford come in and take the sack. Second down and 14. Jake Barr, he'll get 5 yards of it back. It'll bring up third down
Jake Barr.
and a long 8 for the Pioneers.
Ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap up
That's the end of the third quarter. 20-7. Wayne moving the ball, though. Keep it right here. AA State Championship on Network West Virginia. Your network only on Suddenlink. Ron Cook along with Scott Roberts. Fourth quarter getting ready to take underway.
Well, it's getting down to that time where Wayne has got to capitalize. They've got to put something in the end zone. I mean, there's 12 minutes left. There's plenty of time, but they've just been down here, and opportunities have just been flying by the board for the Pioneers.
Third down and 9. You figure they've got 2 downs here to pick it up. Jake Barr with a tough run right up the middle, and he will have a first down. Forget having to go for it on fourth down. Jake Barr is going to pick up all 9 in one play.
Yeah, that was all Jake Barr. Heritage Truck Center instant replay. Jake Barr just knows where he had to go, and he went there. He was not going down before.
First down and 10.
Farrell tries the middle. Small gain on the play to the 20-yard line. Second down and 9 upcoming. For Wayne to win the game, this is they cannot have mistakes on this drive. They've got to put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they really do.
20. Second down and 9.
Seth Merritt will split out wide to the right of the formation, out of the eye. Hand off to Dameron, tries to get the outside, and Riggs comes in and takes him down for a loss all the way back to the 15-yard line. Third down and 14 coming up after the loss.
Yeah, Riggs just flew in on the blitz. Dameron just, no way. He was overwhelmed.
Third down and 14.
Wayne looks to the sideline, gets the play called in. Handoff will go to Dameron to the outside, and again, he cannot get to the outside. This time the other outside linebacker, Alex Morris, gets him, turns him inside, and makes the tackle.
Alex Morris.
Short gain on the play to the 14.
Take a look at the Heritage Truck Center replay, instant replay, and Dameron, who's having so much success getting to the outside first half and early here in the second, he's been snuffed twice in a row, not given the opportunity to get out there.
Fourth down, Riggs back to pass. He's just going to loft it up for Merritt, and it's going to be picked off. That's one where Patterson should have just knocked it down, because they would get the ball back at the 23-yard line. Now Bluefield's going to have their back to the goal line. Marcus Patterson not taking any chances, knocking it down. Maybe one of the Wayne Pioneers recover it.
Yeah, once again, it just throws it up. It's not a pretty pass.
Not at all.
Again, it was like a jump ball. He's thrown like 3 of those where it's just.
Seth Merritt had to go from receiver to defender, trying to get the ball away from Patterson. He couldn't do it.
Now Bluefield, they can't mess up here. I mean, this is dangerous territory.
Lilly in motion. Beckett's just going to keep it and try to drive forward. He'll maybe pick up a yard.
The ball carrier.
Adam Thacker, first one in to hit Levi Beckett.
Well, the Pioneer defense gets a gold star tonight. I mean, they've done a great job.
They really have. They have first half and here in the second half. I mean, Bluefield's lone scorer has come on a 98-yard interception return. besides that, Wayne's defense has played good.
Bluefield running that play clock down.
Beckett takes a timeout. 20-7 is our score. 9-11 left in the ball game. You're watching the AA State Championship game on Network West Virginia. Welcome back to Wheeling Island Stadium, and the Beaver student section is fired up.
Well, they're 9 minutes and 11 seconds away from their third state championship this decade.
2nd down and 9 for the Beavers. Patterson in motion. Handoff will go to Fox. Short gain out to the 7-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd down.
Ball carrier, Brad Fox.
Yeah, not much there.
And Scott, that was only Bluefield's 5th offensive play run this half. And they have picked up in those 5 offensive plays 6 yards total. 3rd down and 6 for the Beavers.
3rd down and 5. Ball on the 8.
Hand off again to Fox. Gilkerson comes in and lays a lick on him. He will not have a 1st down.
The ball carrier.
Nice play by Corey Gilkerson, junior linebacker.
Now, once again, Wayne D comes up huge.
Corey Gilkerson
Keeps them in this game. I mean, 1 or 2 first down.
By the time Levi Beckett punts this ball, we'll have under 8 minutes to go in the ball game, so the clock quickly becoming the enemy of the Wayne Pioneers. Will they try to block it? They've blocked 1 today. Can't get to it. Nice punt by Beckett. Taken in at the 44-yard line. Randall Elliott with a return, short return to the 41-yard line.
Jake Lilly on the stop.
Well, I don't want to be like ESPN and sound like the sky is falling, but for Wayne, they got to score.
Definitely,
Okay.
definitely. Last time they had the ball, it was in that situation where we better hurry up and score. Now it's to the point where we've got to score.
You got to score now.
Down by 13 points, 7:44 to go in the ball game. And Scott, their offense has been good here in the second half, just hasn't been good enough to put the ball in the end zone. Dameron with a carry, follows Thacker, and a nice play by Riggs. Boy, the outside linebackers for Bluefield have really picked it up. Matt Riggs and Alex Morris.
Yeah, Matt Riggs had a couple of big plays here in the second half.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. And maybe that's one of those adjustments that Coach Simon has made, keeping them from getting the ball to the outside. Handoff by Jake Barr right up the middle. Gain of 1.5 yards, 2 yards. Takes it inside the 40. And you can see when Bluefield comes up the line of scrimmage, their outside linebackers, Riggs and Morris, are right up on the line of scrimmage. So if that play comes to the outside, they are coming upfield to either make the tackle or turn the play back inside.
Yeah, and they're both speed guys.
Yep.
They can run with anyone on this field.
Riggs, 6 foot, 180-pound senior. Morris, 5'10", 163-pound senior. Frazier keeps it, and he is turned around and taken down by Brenton Brooks. A loss on the play. And here we go, another 4th down situation.
Yeah, tough play for Frazier. I mean, he rolled into the tackle, essentially.
Well, you can see it.
Well, he rolled into his blockers, but...
I mean, Bluefield just blew that play up. And even if he had handed it off to Clyde Farrell would have gotten no further than what Adam Frazier did. Frazier back to pass. It's going to be a slant across the middle.
Nice.
Almost. Seth Merritt with a beautiful try to get that ball in. It looked like he was going to pull it in, and just at the last second he's hit, and the ball goes off his fingertip.
Let's see what we got on the Heritage Truck Center instant replay. I want to see this again myself. Frazier a little bit high. Ooh.
Well, you can see right there, he's laid out trying to bring the ball in, and he gets stuck right in the back, and he is up coming off the field. It's going to be a turnover on downs, though, so Bluefield has the ball.
Great effort, though.
Yeah. And they will have good starting field position at the 41-yard line. Wayne's defense, again, they have really limited Bluefield. Here in the second half, we've only got 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Bluefield's only had the ball for 2 offensive series. They've run 3 and out both times.
Well, an effective 3 and out, that takes 3 minutes off the clock, which is at this point, I think, really what they want to do is clock management.
Fox eludes the rush in the backfield. He'll pick up about 3 yards.
Brad Fox.
Credit Fox for that not being lost.
Yeah.
That was a nice play.
And you see a lot of times you'll see backs get hitting the ball, hitting the backfield before they can secure the ball. Fox, only a sophomore.
Right now, you're right for thinking that. I mean, turnover is what Wayne has to be thinking about now.
Yeah.
Because Bluefield's going to take the play clock down as low as they can.
Wayne does have 2 timeouts left. Bluefield none. Not really a big concern of theirs right now. Pitch is going to go to Patterson. Patterson drops it. It's on the ground, and Wayne recovers. Scott Roberts mentions it, and it happens.
I'm going to start talking about pizza and see if that happens.
So Wayne, are they ever going to be able to take advantage of a turnover?
How big is this? Just the whole pitch was blown up from the very beginning.
That was Thacker, Adam Thacker on the recovery. We saw him one time on that block punt. They were able to turn that into points. But every other time they've gotten the ball in good field position, they've come up empty. 5:11 to go in the ball game. Down by 13 points. Handoff to Dameron, keeps it between the tackles this time instead of trying to go to the outside, and he'll pick up 8 on the carry.
Now the Pioneers got to play with some urgency too.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's a 2-possession, 2-score game for them.
And that's a problem you have when you are a predominant running team.
Ball 32.
Continuing to keep the ball on the ground, choose that clock up. Barr with the carry, and he will not have a first down, so the clock is going to continue to run. At least if he would have picked up a first down, it could have stopped the clock. He is going to gain just a little over a yard. They need to take it past the 30-yard line for a first down.
Wayne has 2 timeouts remaining. Bluefield none.
Dameron and Perry check into the game. Barr and Gilkerson come out. They have 2 downs to pick up a yard and a half, but the real enemy right now is that clock. Dameron with a nice carry, trying to get at the outside. He'll have a first down.
The ball carrier.
And he's hurt. Dameron's down holding it. Looks like he's holding his knee.
We can see the trainers were right out in a hurry when they saw him go down. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line. When you hope it's just a little stinger where he gets hit with a helmet. And watch here on the Heritage Truck Center replay.
Trash, lawn, dishes, and stay out of trouble.
You can see that's a knee he went down
that was his
on.
right knee, yeah.
Looks like he's getting up. He's got a.
That's not a good sign.
They're having to help him out. And boy, you hate to see that. Corey Dameron, a senior. Didn't want to go out of the game that way. He did pick up a first down for his team. Ball's at the 21-yard line. Clock is moving. 3:45 to go in the ball game. Handoff up the middle to Clyde Farrell. Farrell down to the 14-yard line until the defense stacks him up and pushes him back. Trey Williams going along with Damian Price on the tackle. Scott, it's almost to the point where they need to go from the line of scrimmage almost to keep things going, because it chews up, 10 seconds going from a huddle, 10 seconds or more.
Second down and 3.
Jake Barr with a carry, gains a couple.
The handoff.
It'll bring up third down.
Yeah, Bluefield's not your adversary now. It's a clock. I mean, that's time is a ticket. We're just under 3 minutes now.
Well, you can see that time Corey Gilkerson hustles to play in from the sideline.
Third down and 2.
Third and 2, Gilkerson in motion. Short handoff to Farrell. Farrell will have a first down.
You think?
He had to get past the 10-yard line. Well, they're spotting it right at the official closest to us is spouting it past the 10-yard line. Official motions, first down. It'll be first and goal for the Pioneers. 2:39 to go in the ball game. They are down by 13 points. As soon as the ball is spotted, the official will wind the clock. There you go, Wayne's out of the huddle, and there
Clyde Farrell
at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was well done by Wayne.
Yeah. Hand off to Jake Barr. Nowhere to go. Gain of maybe a yard.
Jake Barr.
The boys, you got to get up there.
Dameron back into the game. He brings the play in. Jake Barr will come out. Dameron will get the carry, tries to get to the outside. He fumbles the ball, and it's out of bounds.
On the 4.
Marcus Patterson came in and laid a lick on Corey Dameron. Little jaw between Dameron and Patterson. Watch on the Heritage Truck Center replay.
Yeah, big break for Wayne, you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dameron gets popped. But, yeah.
It's out of bounds.
Big break.
Steptoe couldn't get to it before it went out of bounds. Ball spotted at the 4-yard line. Farrell tries to get to the outside and nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard back to the 5. We are under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. It's going to bring up fourth down. And Wayne will use, they have 2 timeouts. They will use one here. They have got to get it in the end zone.
Yeah.
It's coming down to the wire. AA state championship on the line right here on Network West Virginia. Wayne's season in the balance right here on this 4th and goal from the 5-yard line. Coach Tom Harmon has called a timeout. They have got to have it right here or their season will come to an end. They are undefeated up to this point. Make sure you keep it right here. After the game, we'll have the Bluefield Regional Medical Center post-game show. So make sure you keep it right here. We'll have the Walton and Breckenridge Chapel of Faith Funeral Home play of the game and the McNeely Do-It Center player of the game. So make sure you keep it right here. That's following the game. The Bluefield Regional Medical Center post-game show. Timeout is over.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And right here we go, out of the I formation. Frazier under center. Throws it to the outside. Oh. Takes off one tackle, trying to find the end zone. The ball is stripped away by Fox. Here he goes down the sideline. Dameron's got an angle on him. He can't get him down, and Fox takes it into the end zone. 90-yard fumble recovery. Return for a touchdown. Boy, oh boy. Brad Fox. Watch right here on the Heritage Truck Center replay.
You know, it's just Seth
Mills doing his best, just trying to get in the end zone. He knows he's got to get.
He knows he has to, and it's just good effort, and Fox just stripped it away. Wow, that's a second huge return tonight for Bluefield.
Well, I bet you we'll have a state AA state championship record again broken right there, and you can see Dameron giving it all he had, trying to get downfield and get him out of bounds, but there's a whole lot of help. White shirts leading Brad Fox into the end zone. Mariotti on to attempt the extra point. It is good. 27-7 is the score. 1:31 to go in the ball game. Bluefield on their way to AA state championship. You're watching it right here on Network West Virginia. Scott, the state record for the fumble return here in Wheeling AA game was a player from East Bank returned one 68 yards against Musselman in 1989. Well, we've got another one. Brad Fox, 94-yard is the official mark on the fumble return.
So 2 state records in one game.
Yeah.
By Bluefield. That's awesome.
Bluefield offense has been totally shut down here in the second half, and they come away with 2 touchdowns on big defensive plays. So even though their offense wasn't clicking, Bluefield defense, they were a little bit bend but didn't break here in the second half. They kept the Pioneers out of the end zone. Andrew Shaw on to kickoff. Another squib kick. Taken in by Merritt. Lowers his head and will take it out to the 42-yard line.
I can't say enough about the Wayne defense, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, really give them a lot of credit,
Yeah.
and they couldn't overcome mistakes. They couldn't get the ball in the end zone. They were in the red zone how many times?
At
Five
least, yeah.
5 times tonight. And
Multiple times.
Yeah, just couldn't come away with the interception, fumble, block field goal. The list goes on. This is one that Coach Harmon and the boys will look back and think, man, it could have been different.
Yep.
But Bluefield will come away with their 3rd state championship here in the decade. 2nd time they defeated the Wayne Pioneers in the state championship game. They defeated them once in 2004.
Yeah, you know, and Wayne was not outplayed, in my estimation. They just couldn't capitalize in the red zone.
Cody Casey checks into the ball game, number 66. Frazier will keep the ball. Gain of 5 on the carry out to the 47-yard line.
Keeper play. Adam Frazier. Jake Lilly in on the play.
27-7 is our score as we roll towards a minute left in the game, but it seems like, you know, a lot closer game than that, Scott.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, Wayne wasn't outplayed. They're outscored pretty bad.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a couple of long, huge miscue returns, I'll call them.
Clyde Farrell will pick up a first down. The clock will stop. Again, make sure you keep it right here after the game. Bluefield Regional Medical Center postgame show. We'll follow the game. We'll have highlights. Yep. We'll have stats.
We'll make dreams come true.
Yeah, we'll have the Walton and Breckenridge Chapel of Faith Funeral Home play of the game. And we'll have the Do It Center play of the game. Wayne uses their final timeout. Clock is stopped with 45 seconds to go. We'll take a break too. You're watching high school football on Network West Virginia. Your network only on Suddenlink and the web. Welcome back. AA state championship here in the state of West Virginia tonight. The Bluefield Beavers are going to pick up another one for the trophy case here tonight. Wayne, after an excellent season, undefeated up until this game, they're going to pick up their first loss. Bluefield will finish the season with 2 losses, but as we mentioned, boy, what a tough schedule they have played. A lot of AAA teams they played against, and that right there, the toughness of their schedule, as Coach Freddie Simon gets a nice Gatorade bath. That's got to feel good here in this hot weather.
Yeah. I'm in the press box and I'm freezing.
Yeah. Should be the last play of the game. 15 seconds to go. Hand off to Clyde Farrell, stays on his feet. He'll have a first down. Clyde Farrell not giving up.
Clyde Farrell.
Still running hard. Clock is stopped with 7 seconds left. Good look at the student section. Saying, that 4-hour drive, that's nothing.
Well, you know, it was a fun game. I didn't, as they say, have a dog in the hunt, but I had a lot of fun.
Yep. That is it. Bluefield Beavers 2009 Class AA State Championships. Make sure you keep it right here. Bluefield Regional Medical Center postgame show coming up next. This has been the AA State Championship game on Network West Virginia, your network only on Suddenlink and the web. If you would like a DVD copy of tonight's championship game, send $19.95 plus $5 shipping and handling to Suddenlink Media, 300 Star Avenue, Suite 321, Parkersburg, West Virginia, 26101. Be sure to include which championship game you would like. You can also call 304-422-6088. Ask for Sandy. Visa and MasterCard are accepted. This is the Bluefield Regional Medical Center postgame show. Ron Cook along with Scott Roberts. Scott, we had 27-7 is the final score, but a lot closer ball game than that tonight. Two great teams.
Oh, yeah, it was totally a lot closer. Wayne just had trouble in the red zone, dropped the ball a couple of times, a couple of interceptions that proved to be very costly. But, I mean, these were two evenly matched teams. In my estimation, 1 and 2 in the state in AA.
Okay, let's take a look at the Walton and Breckenridge Chapel of Faith Funeral Home play of the game.
I will talk you through the play of the game, and it comes here in the fourth quarter of this one. You know, Wayne had a shot. They had a shot at winning. But the pass, it is complete, but coughs up, and it's Brad Fox. Sly as a fox. He ends up with the ball 94 yards down the sideline. Corey Dameron had a shot at him, but ran out of gas right at the end. And Brad Fox goes 94 yards. What's significant about that? Not only did it ice the ball game, but that's a new AA state championship game record for a fumble return.
And that was
pretty impressive.
Very impressive. The Walton and Breckenridge Chapel of Faith Funeral Home play of the game. Now let's take a look at the McNeely Do-It Center play of the game. Player of the game.
Yeah, well.
Is there any question?
No question here. It's got to go to Marcus Fox of the Beavers. He was all over the place.
Patterson.
Offense, make that Patterson. Offense, defense, couple of INTs. This one right here, we were talking state record a minute ago. This is another state record. 2 for the Beavers. This one a 98-yard interception return for a score. Again, state record for a AA championship game. Marcus Patterson, your player of the game.
Good look at Coach Fred Simon hoisting the hardware there for the Bluefield Beavers. Do you have a Deke of the Week, Scott?
Now, you know, we looked long and hard for this, and this is what we came up with. Roll the tape, folks. This is around third quarter. Jake Lilly, he's going one way, he's going the other. And he makes a nice little run about there. So there's bad news at the end of this for Bluefield Beaver fans and Jake.
He packed about 3 Dekes in there.
Yeah, there's 3 Dekes, and then right here, that's our Deke of the week. I feel good about that one. The only thing is there was a flag, and it all came back.
It all came all for naught, as they say. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll go over the stats for tonight's ball game. This is the Bluefield Regional Medical Center post-game show. Keep it right here on Network West Virginia, your network only on Suddenlink and the web. Welcome back to Wheeling Island Stadium. Ron Cook along with Scott Roberts. And Scott, as you look in the second half, we noticed, you know, the changes that were made. Wayne's offense played so much better, just couldn't get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, Wayne's offense definitely made the adjustment because they were moving the ball almost at will there in the second half. It's just interception, a fumble, and those all led to bad things for the Pioneers and good things for Bluefield, and that's the difference in this game.
When I go over these stats, it's not going to make the Wayne faithful feel any better and the Wayne players and coaching staff. For Clyde Farrell, 19 carries, 103 yards. He goes over 1,000 yards on the season. Corey Dameron, 24 carries, 102 yards. You have 2 backs over 100 yards. Frazier, 4 carries for 8 yards. Jake Barr had 8 carries for 27 yards. Mills had 6 for 24 as a team. They had 78 yards at halftime carrying the ball. 63 carries for 273 yards in the ball game. They had no passing yards. But 273 yards, and they only got 7 points on the board. And then you look at Bluefield stats. They had 87 yards at half rushing the ball, no passing yards. Bluefield finishes up the game 27 carries, 99 yards. They've got 27 hanging on the board. There's a good look at Jake Lilly celebrating tonight's win.
Well, the big reason quickly why they didn't really have big stats, they didn't have the ball.
Yeah, Wayne kept it away from them. Defense, Thacker had a big game for Wayne, 5 tackles, 3 solo, and he had a fumble recovery. And Justin Ruggles, another big night, 3.5 tackles, 1 for loss, block punt, set up their only touchdown of the night. For Bluefield, Jake Lilly all over the place, 9 tackles, 5 solo, half a sack. Marcus Patterson, give me a second, let me read off. 4.5 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 2 interceptions, both in the red zone, 97-yard interception return, sets a state record, and 2 individual interceptions he had in the game. That also sets a AA state championship record. That's why Marcus Patterson was our player of the game.
Yeah. We only pick the best.
Yes, we do. Well, that will wrap up the Bluefield Regional Medical Center post-game show. The AA state champion, Bluefield Beavers, win 27-7 over the Wayne Pioneers. The West Virginia High School Football Super 6 Championship games brought to you on Network West Virginia, brought to you by the Charleston Town Center Mall and Suddenlink Communications, right here on Network West Virginia. Your network only on Suddenlink.